All right, good morning. I'm State Representative Valencia Stovall of House District 74 and the chair of the Clayton County Delegation. And I have with me this morning Representative Mike Glanton of District 75 and Representative Sandra Scott of District 76. And the purpose of the press conference this morning is to bring clarity to the recent map redistricting that has been passed by this delegation and voted on, dealing with the 7 cities, the 5 of the 7 cities in Clayton County. And those cities are the city of Morrow, Lake City, Forest Park, there are 7 cities. Out the 7 cities, the ones that need to be that we've chosen to redistrict are the cities of Morrow, Lake City, Jonesboro, Lovejoy, and Riverdale. You draw one?
That's great.
Okay. And currently, those only two of the 7 cities are in our county are elected by voters in a designated district. Redistricting will bring uniformity to all 7 of the cities and also fairness in representation. And when it comes down to being fair, we want to make sure that all the voters are being able to elect not citywide. Right now, presently, those 5 cities are elected citywide, and just like the mayor. And so the other 2 cities, which are the cities of Forest Park and College Park, are elected by wards. And that's what we plan on bringing, is uniformity to the entire 7 cities that we represent in Clayton County.
Well, good morning. My name is Mike Glanton, and I currently represent District 75 of Clayton County, which actually goes from the city of Morrow down to the city of Lovejoy. My purpose here this morning, along with members of the delegation, is to basically do efforts that will help us to re-image our county. We have had many challenges throughout the years. As a matter of fact, for the last decade or so, we have experienced quite a few challenges and things that have prevented us from being the great cities and county that we have the potential to be. And so this is just an exercise in providing leadership in the decision-making process. Oftentimes decisions have been made at the city and the county level that has excluded or not included members of the legislative delegation. And so this is an opportunity for us as a legislative delegation to become a part of the decision-making process in regards to our community and our county. We want to make sure that we bring equity across the board when it comes to the election process, and that we ensure that each and every individual in our community, in our counties, and in our cities have direct representation regardless of what city or place in the county that they live. We, as a delegation, want to make sure that we're establishing an environment of fairness and inclusion. One of the things that we have noticed is that there have been some miscommunications in regards to the purpose and the intent of the redistricting of the maps of the cities. And we want to say unequivocally that this has absolutely nothing to do with, nor is it an indictment on any current sitting members. As a matter of fact, every member that was scheduled for re-election in 2017 will go uninterrupted. Any member that is elected in 2019 also will go uninterrupted. Now, we realize that in this county for the last two decades at least, we have not addressed some of the concerns in regards to legislation that probably we should have in the past. So this is just an effort for us to get involved in the decision-making processes for our county and to make sure that we bring uniformity across the board in our cities. As the chairman of the legislative delegation stated a few minutes ago, with the exception of the cities of Forest Park and College Park, all of our cities are currently elected at large. This does not provide equity, nor does it provide direct representation in our cities of every constituent. And so that's why we have elected this year, after many years of discussion, at least for the last 5 to 7 years, this has been a discussion. This is not the first time that we have talked about reconstituting the city charters. As a matter of fact, over the years, the last 5 years, Some of our cities have come and asked us voluntarily to reconstitute their charters depending on what they wanted for their particular cities. So that's why we're here this morning. We wanted to bring some clarity and clear up some miscommunications in regards to the purpose and the intent of redistricting.
Thank you. I don't know if there were any questions for any further clarity that we needed. And one other thing I did want to mention is that all of the energy that's been used by our local cities, talking with us about the ones that are not for the redistricting. We wish that, and I wish that that energy had been also used for the fight with the Federal Aviation Authority dealing with our sales tax that the county would end up losing through a recent ruling from the FAA and not fighting internally with this delegation. We were elected by the people, just like our cities, mayors, and city council, and we are doing what we believe is best for our voters in Clayton County. Thank you. Any questions? All right. Thank you.